project because it's looking at the kind of innovation that's coming out and how we can use technology to drive, if you like, risk management solutions, data, to actually, from an insurer point of view, almost achieve two things. How do we actually improve safety? Because if we can stop incidents happening, that's brilliant. And then also, if we do have an incident, how do we get better data around it? And then ultimately, the hope is that then leads to us stopping future incidents. And within our business, we work with some what we call preferred suppliers, where we have suppliers that we know offer really good risk management solutions, and where we have customers, we can recommend them to help them drive their risk management within their business. So again, today it's really good to see what's new and innovative. So that we can actually say, are these some people that we should be recommending? You know, because you look at some of the solutions today and they are very different, and you're like, wow, there's some really, really good things that could actually come out of today that are very different to stuff that's already on the market. So it's really good, and it's really good to have that input and to kind of be part of one of the groups as well, which I'm kind of really enjoying. And you know, we want to, as an insurer, are very keen to be supporting driving safety and inputting where we can to help improve that, you know, across all sectors. So there is quite a lot of data comes out of HSE. Sometimes it's not granular enough. So it's quite high level, so you can understand the number of accidents, kind of the type of accidents, but there's nothing more granular comes out that's actually on what's causing these accidents. Are there any particular trends in that? The other issue sometimes with the HSE data is in some areas the legislation or guidance is quite practical. In other areas it's not. So you get the wonderful phrase suitable and sufficient, but actually what does that mean? So if we're trying to advise customers on safety, on driving their risk management, how do we advise that when it's really not clear from the HSE guidance? Now there's more detailed guidance in industry standards, but unless you're a member of that particular industry body, you don't necessarily access that. And I would say that's inconsistent, because some areas it's good and some areas it's not as good, and it really does vary. So I think that more practical and consistent, because then the risk you've got is that when enforcing officer or even body, because it could be local authority that some of our customers are enforced by, that officer or body could have a different opinion to the other one. And that's sometimes quite challenging as well when you're dealing with big customers that are nationwide. I think it's really positive. And what I've really liked is that you've reached out to people that have had some kind of contact with yourselves. You've really tried to reach out. You've really tried to involve people. And certainly within our group, it's good because there is a mix of people. And I think that's really quite good, so that you don't get too many people all with the same background, the same thinking, trying to open it up. But I think it's brilliant that you're actually involving people and actively trying to drive and support these kind of initiatives. It's going to be great to have a look at the kind of projects and the way innovation is being used to drive safety, not just within the project I'm working on and the other projects. That's going to be really interesting, looking at where we are, but where those projects might be moving, so you can look at what is potentially available, and then hearing about all the projects, but then also the networking and understanding, what's out there, who's working on different things. And I think it's been really good as well to see just the amount of the attitude for people that really genuinely do want to drive safety forward, and the kind of different approaches, and using these new tools that are available. Co-pilot, I always thought someone that helped drive a plane, but clearly not. It's obviously an AI thing, but yeah, just seeing all those different things. No, this is the only one that I'm doing that I'm aware of. And what I think is really good is how these companies are, and I suppose it's because of technology companies and that's what technology do, but really pushing themselves, really driving themselves to say, actually, what else can we do? How do we do it? What can we get out? And so I think it's, from that point of view, it's really positive.